Our animal friends are on the run, but there's nowhere to go, the job is done. How can we stand by while the soul takes place? We've got to stop this inhuman race. No compromise, no compromise, no compromise, no compromise, no compromise in defense of Mother Earth first.
For me, I've decided to compare Earth Day to Valentine's Day because, of course, we love our loved ones every day. It's something we don't even think about. We just love each other, our family, our friends, our partners. We have this love for people in our daily lives. And so Valentine's Day is about, because society is so fast-paced and so hurried and so chaotic sometimes, we forget to take the time to stand and be still and to honor those we love and reach out and say, I love you, I cherish you. So for me, Earth Day is about that same thing. It's about remembering to take the time to be still and to remember how precious this planet truly is, and how precious it is that we get to be a part of this planet in this beautiful time, in this beautiful day, to say, yes, I love you, Earth, and thank you for loving me in return. And I really believe that our hope lies in ourselves, that we truly have the power to change the world. As many of you know, I spent 738 days in an ancient redwood tree in Humboldt County in Northern California because of the actions of corporations like Pacific Lumber Maxam Corporation. And because of the actions of people like Governor Davis. And so I was up there because I was seeing what was happening to these forests, and I felt motivated to take action. And I think Earth Day is another day to remind ourselves to take action in our daily lives, and then take that action into the community here in the Bay Area, and then that action out into the country and into the world, our global community. Because corporations and governments are taking their actions globally as well. They're taking this planet and its resources, the air, the water, the sun, the trees. They're polluting everything, and they're finding ways to use it and take it away and steal it and not share with all of us, with our children, with their children, with every species on this planet. And so I felt motivated to go into the tree without really knowing anything other than what I saw, that these ancient redwoods were being destroyed and devastated. And I felt I had to do something to stop it. And I climbed up and I thought I was going to be there 3 weeks to a month. And then it turned into 738 days. And so I'm here today to try and share with you all that this day is good. It is a reminder. But it's really easy sometimes when we come to these really groovy events to have a really good time and then go back to doing daily life as normal. And one of the hardest things for me since coming down has been seeing what a disposable society we live in. Seeing how many people are running around with paper and styrofoam cups and going out to eat at restaurants and then taking disposable containers with them with their food and then taking it home and throwing it away. The average American consumes 14 generations worth in a single generation. We're stealing from the future and then we're throwing it away. What are we thinking about? We're not thinking, because society has said the most important thing is money. Bigger, better, faster, now. That's the mentality of society. And so to stand up against that and say, no, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's right. You face ridicule, you face difficulty, you face struggles and hardships, but it's the right thing to do, but we have to do it in our daily lives. Because how can we point at corporations like Pacific Lumber Maxam Corporation? How can we point at people like Governor Davis, who has failed to keep its promise, if we're not living the solutions in our daily lives? And a lot of the people in mainstream society and press say, well, that's not enough, and that's just a foo-foo hippie way of looking at things, but it is a powerful force. We're consuming 14 generations worth in a single generation by doing things like not thinking about our daily actions. And so I say that we must begin right here, right now, today, and I'm willing to do my part. I'm willing to wake up every day and say, what can I do today to make the world a better place? And if each and every one of us will leave here today and do that, and go into these places that are hard to go to, and hold ourselves personally accountable for our choices, I really believe we're going to create a world where people don't have to live in the last remnants of old growth to protect them. They will already be protected. And they will be protected because of teamwork, because of us, Earth, deciding to stand together and say, you know, there are some things that are priceless, and you cannot place a profit on it, you cannot place a dollar on it, and we will hold the line, and we will say, this is it. We are committed. We are committed to being a part of the solutions. Thank you all so much. I love you. Happy Earth birthday to us all.
Greenworks is a project of the San Francisco green community, and we're working with businesses to green them, to have them do things like composting if they're a restaurant, using recycled products.
We're a grassroots group that's trying to stop the development on San Bruno Mountain. There's 19 endangered species, butterflies, plants and garter snakes, and what's happening is we just won a battle where we had a lawsuit in federal court over Endangered Species Act, and also we're going to go on the Indian civil rights issue because there's a 5,000-year-old Ohlone shell mound and burial ground that's the oldest intact recordation of California history. A new developer just bought the project and said, I'll give you 25 acres, including the 2 shell mounds, if you drop the lawsuits in federal court, if I can build on this little part of San Bruno Mountain. And so we felt that was a victory.
The goal is to raise up our awareness of education and stewardship as well as planting. It's not enough just to put them in the ground and then walk away. We need to be taking care of them. We need to be documenting how they're doing. We need to be educating the citizens how to be stewards of their trees. Each tree we plant for them becomes their tree.
We're the Natural Resources Defense Council. We're a membership organization of over 400,000 in the United States. We'd be interested in getting some of your students involved in some of our environmental issues. We work out of 4 offices right now, one of which is in San Francisco. And
where are the other ones?
New York, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C.
And do you have a website?
www.nrdc.org. What we're looking at is we're looking at the history of ancient prehistory when men and women worked together equally, and the earth was thought of as sacred, and women's bodies were thought of as sacred because everything came from the earth, and everything, creation was created, life was created through a woman's body. That was a time when men and women lived together equally and also honored the earth.
Why are you a vegetarian?
It just so happens that a vegetarian diet is best not only for people, it's the best diet for people. Of course, it's very good to the earth. It's the best diet for the earth. It's the best diet for the animals. You don't have to kill any animals. And it just so happens, and it's best for feeding as many people as possible.
It's the San Francisco League of Urban Gardeners, and we have many different departments within SLUG, but this is for actually urban youth job training. And they create, in the kitchen, they create these organic gourmet products. And like the honey comes from our beehives at the urban farm. And we grow some of the herbs ourselves for the vinegars. And that's just one part of SLUG. We do a lot of lead poisoning prevention, soil testing. Our education department does a lot of classes on naturescaping and composting, organic rose gardening, things like that. We have a transition.
We're Physicians for Social Responsibility, a national organization of over 20,000 physicians that are opposed to nuclear weapons and the whole legacy of nuclear weapons. There's no in the future sight any indication that the United States is going to change their policy as far as the spending that they do and their commitment to nuclear weapons as a national security measure, which is what they said is we need to maintain our superpower status and we're going to use these weapons to do that.
There's no compromise in defense of Mother Earth. Earth first.